Hey, Joe here. Welcome to another episode of Songwriting Corner. This is the last day of songwriting before I have to start recording my EP tomorrow. It's deadline day, and I don't feel like I've written enough songs. I want to try to blow through a bunch this afternoon. We'll see if that happens. Here's one I started to write yesterday. I recorded it, and then I deleted it because nothing really happened on that session. And I mentioned it in a Gilder video, and somebody asked, I think it was Will Paxton asked, is that going to be a songwriting corner? And I said no. So it probably should be, so I have one where I just don't have a song by the end. But it felt like it would be a waste of time if I didn't get somewhere by the end. And that's a good lesson here. Yeah, put yourself into creative boxes, give yourself challenges, but then you're going to fail some of the time. And that's the point. So, all right, so this is what I came up with yesterday. I like this first part. I couldn't figure out a chorus or anything else. So it's kind of this almost bluegrassy feel to it, and I was doing it in E. You see the top of the lyrics. Rain, come on down. Pain, stick around. I know what's on the other side. The seed becomes a tree after it has died. So that idea, there's a verse in the Bible about a seed cannot become a plant unless it dies. It cannot grow into a new plant. So that idea of, with me working out, just starting up, literally this is the second day, and feeling sick and hating it, but knowing it's good for me, that's kind of where this is coming from. So, but then I tried all these weird, going to the flat sigs, but it got cheesy no matter how I did it. The second line here, I don't love. I just dropped the phone on the floor. And then, oh, come on. And then the line at the bottom is just an idea that I haven't really figured it out yet. So as I was sitting here just getting ready to start this video, I thought this would sound good in a drop D tuning. So then it has kind of that. Which kind of helps. Pain, stick around. I know what's on the other side. I think I was gonna go maybe the seed becomes a tree long after it died. I want a happy ending without the pain between. That's not how this story reads. But if what you're sending it feels better already in that key, so I'm sorry I didn't record it. Please accept my sincerest apologies that last video. Okay, I'm 4 minutes in. I'll be checking the clock on the screen here. And it's hot in the studio. Do you know what I go through for you? I turn all the fans off. It's not really, the cooling doesn't really make it down here, and it's May in Nashville, so anyway, I must love you or something. It sounded almost country. I want a happy ending. I'll pay the pain in between. That's not the story. Well, I want the happy ending. Without the pain in between. That last line, what's hard will give me more than what's easy ever could. That idea of what's on the other side of this, whatever this hardship is. What's hard will give me more. What's hard will give me more than what's easy ever could. I'm not sure if that word shit, what's hard will get, it's gonna be, you're not gonna know what I'm saying when I sing that. But it's kind of a cool phrase. What's hard will give me more than what's easy ever could. It's awkward. I may change it, but I like it right now, so I'm going to leave it. So let's find a way to have that be the last line of a chorus. That want a happy ending thing. That could be a verse. I won't delete it yet. But we're working on kind of a chorus to come after that. The seed becomes a tree line. That at all. Becomes a tree long after it died. Makes me stronger. And what kills, what don't So that idea of if you could understand me, I was singing. Man, I'm hot today. Goodness, I was singing the line. It doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. But it doesn't rhyme at all, and it's kind of cheesy and cliche. So could. What rhymes with could? Would, should, understood. What's horrible? Okay, I like this idea of stood. Like someone has stood, standed, stowed. Someone has been in my shoes before. How about this? I didn't like the where I've stood. Wise men say, wise men will say. What if we make kind of old language, though it's oft misunderstood? Nobody will get that. It'll sound like I'm saying off. Though never understood. That's interesting. So wise men say, though never understood, what's hard will give you more than what's easy ever could. Wise men will say, though never understood, what's hard will give you more than what's easy ever could. That's interesting. Okay, so let's write some of that down. It's a 6 flat to 4, right? 1 F. That's not a 6 flat. It's a 3 flat. That oft came back again. What's hard will give you more than what easy ever could. So that's the progression. So in D, it's D, F, G, A, sus. D, F, G, G, D, F, G, A, sus. All right, let's get into that from the verse and just see how that feels. Rain, come on down. Rain, stick around. On the other side, no, the sea becomes a tree long after it has died. And white men will say, they'll never understood. What's hard will give you more than what's easy ever could. Ooh, that feels good. Suddenly it's become cool. I don't know if will needs to be in there. Wise men will say. And then it's either though or I never understood. Could be I never understood, and then throughout the song I understand it all of a sudden. And then, yeah, so let's see. All right, so this part I want a happy ending, but without the pain in between. So that doesn't work. I didn't like much of that. Let me just copy it and move it in case it maybe makes for a bridge. But there's also, you don't have to keep, just because you wrote it down doesn't mean you have to keep it. Just because you wrote a song doesn't need to be recorded. That should be on a t-shirt. Just to slap some of us songwriters around. Okay. So this is verse 1. So key, we'll say drop D, just so I remember that. And this is verse 1. It's literally a 1 chord all the way through. I don't love that line. We got 16, we're at 16 minutes, almost 17. Making good time. If we get this verse, we might be able to really just fast track this son with gun. I want to turn and run away is a thought I had. So, okay, what have we said? We've said rain come down, pain stick around, I know it's on the other side. The seed becomes a tree after it's died. So it's more of a, I recognize the problem. And wise men say, though never understood, it's what's hard will give you more than what's easy ever could. So we should probably explain that more, not backtrack to not believing it, and like expand that further with like an example or a story. That's kind of what it feels like it should happen. So, sorry. What if... The idea of someone kind of coming into your life in a crisis. If you've probably had a handful of these where in the midst of whatever that crisis is, if it's like a personal thing or whatever, especially if it's someone who's like facing like the reality about who they are, it can seem like earth-shattering, world-ending. And if you've gone through seasons like that, you know what's on the other side. You can offer some perspective, even though they probably won't hear it. Did I say that in here? No, that was another song. So, okay, you wait, let's try this. You wait until the walls start crashing down. Before you decide to come around. And come around, I mean like show up, reach out, look for help, that kind of thing. And come out of your shell. And it's funny, if you look at the last two lines of verse 1, the first two lines of verse 1 and verse 2, they end with the same words, which is just to me kind of fun to like take the words, have the same rhyme and the same words in a different context. It's kind of fun. Maybe it's lazy songwriting, but no one ever accused me of not being lazy. You wait till the walls start crashing down. There's a lot of words there. Before you come around. So before you come around. How about instead of start crashing down, for the walls to crash down? Maybe crash feels too. Walls to. Because it's pretty sparse. Like these verses don't need many words to kind of maintain the vibe. And less words is generally better, right? If you feel like you're cramming words into your songs, you probably find a way to say it with less words and it'd be better. You wait for the walls to fall down. Before you come around, you need someone to take this pain away from you. I like that. You need someone to take this pain away from you. And the idea is you're looking for a quick fix, a pill. You know, I've talked about this kind of thing before. When the reality is a lot of life is sitting through these hard seasons. And you kind of, when it gets so hard, a lot of times you will actually, if you're like me and you like to isolate, you will reach out to a good friend or make a new friend or to a new group of people that you think can help you. But there's always that initial, like, I'm in here to get fixed. I'm reaching out for you to fix me quickly. And that almost never happens, right? There's always a level of, you kind of have to sit in it. And I feel like that's what this is saying. So verse 2 is almost kind of, I hear you, but you're not going to get it. Oh, I like this. I'm so glad. See, a failed songwriting session yesterday turned into a win today. And even if it hadn't, that'd be fine, but it's super fun when it does. Okay. You wait for the walls to fall. That's it. No, it has to stay down. You wait for the walls to fall down. Fun. See, it's almost like a mature song. I never name songs after the first line of the song, but that sounds good. Rain, come on down. Because it's kind of from a point of maturity, I can sing this and say, I've been through some of these things, and I can speak to that. It's better on the other side, and what's hard will give you more than what's easy ever could. And kind of, you know, there's an old saying, I think a Christian pastor, author, he would say, cheer up, you're worse off than you thought. And that sounds, if you've never heard that before, it sounds ridiculous, but it's the idea of cheer up, things are bad, and you don't have to pull it together because there's a God who loves you. Like, that's the idea. I like this. I've got 3 minutes left. Is there a bridge in here? Because it's a really long, the lines are really long, so I don't want to force it. What's hard to give you more than what's easy ever could. Than what's easy ever could. Easy ever could. Not that, but I think an instrumental bridge and repeated chorus. So I'm finally going to select, no, not all. Let's just select these. And let's just get rid of those because they weren't working. And I could always write a bridge later if I think it needs it. Let's just call this instrumental. And it'll just be, so it'll go straight to the 4, something like 4, 1. And then go back to the chorus. So it'd be kind of then what's easy ever could. What's easy ever could. That gets a little too cheery. I got a minute left. Let's play the chorus, into that chorus. So the bridge, instrumental out. Thank you so much for watching. Seconds to spare.